When 2K21 dropped, they tried to kill off my LeBron James build, but the recent patch, we are back, and we're better than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, man. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into it, because today is a beautiful day for the LeBron James build, okay? Just drop a like on the video, because the LeBron build is back, man. Comment in the comments, LeBron build is back. They tried to kill it off in the beginning of the year, giving us no pro dribble moves. But I hop on this morning, I see that there's a patch. I download the patch. I go onto my player. I have an 83 ball control, as you guys could see. I can never get pro dribble moves before. I go into the animation store and I can buy anything I want. We're moving different now. Pro dribble moves changes everything about a build. Now this patch, I don't know why, but they're calling it patch 2. We thought we were going to get patch 3 because I could have sworn we already got patch 2. But I guess, is this like patch 2.5? I don't really know. We're going to talk about the patch overall, but one thing I'll say is the threshold for dribble moves now is 80 ball handling, okay? As long as your build has 80 ball handling, you could get pro dribble moves. And this changes everything about the game, because you have to realize, let's get into some gameplay, by the way. Y'all boys enjoy. Look at, you can see how different we're moving. I'm also show you the shooting on this build, by the way. I have all my shooting badges now, so I'll show you. You're gonna see how we're shooting on this build, all right? But it changes everything about the game, because you have to realize now people are gonna be able to play on multiple different builds. Okay, it's not all, everyone's not gonna have the same build like before. Now you can be a taller, like pure sharps, I think like 6'5" pure sharps, even 6'6" pure sharps can get pro dribble moves. Obviously, all the play shots already had it, but now you're going to see a lot of other builds. People probably going to be remaking their builds. Well, maybe not, because next gen's coming out pretty soon. But you could remake your build. You can make them taller. You can have longer arms, and you still get the pro dribble moves. You could change your pie chart now, because so many more players get pro dribble moves. Before, you basically had to have playmaking in your build if you wanted pro dribble moves. But listen, it's going to change the game in terms of builds and what builds you're going to see in the park. But I don't understand why they're calling this patch 2. In my last video, I talked about, as you can see, shooting a little close shot. We're going to back it up a little bit too, start shooting the mid-ranges. But we talked about it in the last video. Patch 3 was supposed to fix ankle breakers. Mike Wang had already said patch 3 was going to fix ankle breakers. But then I see this morning that 2K tweeted out patch 2 is live. Like, we already got patch 2, I thought. I don't know why they're calling it patch 2. We were supposed to be getting patch 3, and from what I'm hearing, people are saying they had play take, Hall of Fame ankle breaker, all that stuff, and they did not get ankle breakers. Like, they're saying, people are saying, I haven't tested it myself, I'm going off what I heard. People are saying ankle breakers are not fixed. Maybe y'all could confirm that in the comments. But if that's the case, I'm not gonna lie, it's very disappointing. Now, I don't have play take on my LeBron build, so I'm not too concerned about it on this build. But as you guys know, my new build, I had play take for that specific reason, because they said they were going to fix ankle breakers. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to tell you right now, the fact that they gave my LeBron build pro, like, look at how we're moving, bro. Momentum, you could do the explosive behind the back into the Curry slide, and that, you know, you just shift your opponent all around. It's a beautiful thing. Having, you know, Pro 2 crossover and Pro 5 behind the back, it's a huge difference in terms of when I'm trying to ISO, or even if I use, you know, a screen for a little pick and pop or something. It's a completely different ball game now. So that's gameplay number 1. We wrapped that up relatively easily. I got 2 more for you though. And what I really want you to notice is people love to sit in the paint on me. And obviously the pro dribble moves helps me get to the basket, but they also help me set up the mid-range shot to make sure it's an open mid. Like, I don't want to shoot a 30% contested mid. I got to make sure it's an open shot. And using the pro dribble moves and the Curry slide and all that stuff, it really helps me make sure that when I shoot the mid or the close shot like that, it's going to be wide open. Because people love to just sit in the paint against me, because they know, I mean, if I get anywhere near the basket with a running start, it's basically a GG. I'm going to dunk it every time. For example, as you see here, I see that he's playing back, so I'm just going to quick stop, free throw line, pull up, big greens. We're shooting pretty decent. I haven't even gotten my hot spots yet. I still got to grind my hot spots to really see how big of a difference that makes, but we're still shooting it with pretty good confidence, I would say, for somebody with a non-shooting build. But listen, one thing I heard about this patch 2.5 or patch 2.0, whatever you want to call it, people were saying that they made dribbling slower. Like, the way your player moves in the dribble moves is slower. Now, I don't really know like, I don't really know if that's true or not. Maybe they did. I didn't read the patch notes because the patch notes are always so vague and they don't really tell us much. But from what I felt, I mean, maybe it's just because my build didn't have pro dribble moves and now it does. I didn't feel like I was moving slower. I felt like I was moving faster. But as I said, I think that might just be because now I have the better animations. You know, the normal dribble moves are just so much more slow and mechanical. The pro dribble moves are much more, you know, explosive and much smoother. So maybe that's the reason I don't feel it. But for all you guards out there, that's something to look out for. People are telling me that they made it so that you dribble slower. Whatever that means, something to look out for. But do y'all remember when I found out I couldn't get the good dribble moves on this build? I was really like, rest in peace, man, this build is over. And I was going to try to make it work the best I could with the normal dribble moves. But it just, you know, it just wasn't the same because you're basically dribbling like a center. And this is a build that's supposed to be a ball handler, you know, a build that can facilitate, run the show. But now that we have the pro dribble moves, man, I'm really loving the way it feels. I feel faster, I feel smoother, I feel harder to guard. And now that I have all my shooting badges and I'm shooting the mid-range pretty consistently, I mean, I can only imagine when I get my hot spots, this build might really be back. But right now, I feel pretty good playing on him. And not only do I feel good, it's fun again. The problem before was it was getting kind of dull because you know what I mean? I'm dribbling like a center. It's not supposed to be like that. Now you see where, you know, momentum behind the back, spin back, do jumps because he's scared I'm going to shoot the mid-range again because I already hit like 3 or 4 mids on him. Instead, I read that, I drive to the basket, get the easy dunk. It's actually fun playing again. And at the end of the day, I mean, that's what we want. We want to enjoy playing on our favorite type of builds. And like I said, this build, it's just my play style, man. I just enjoy it. Like, check this out. First play of the game. We go to step back, explosive behind the back, curry slide to crab him, drive in, get a contact dunk on this dude. When I originally created this build, it was those type of plays that I was excited to make in 2K21, but then they tried to kill us off by taking away our good animations, but they finally gave them back. Now, one thing I will say is I already explained how it changes what type of builds people can have, and some people are upset because they already made their build on the fact that, you know, 85 ball handling was the, you know, the threshold for pro dribble moves. And trust me, I completely understand. I did the same thing in 2K20? When I made my first build, I could do the explosive behind the back, and then they ended up patching it and requiring a higher dribble move. So I was like, hold on, I already spent VC on this build. I made them specifically because I can do the behind the back, and then now I can't. So trust me, I hear where you're coming from, but the light at the end of the tunnel for you guys that don't want to make another build or waste more VC is the fact that, listen, we got next gen coming out in what, like a month or so, maybe even, yeah, what is it, about a month? And, well, if you're not getting next gen, then yeah, I understand your frustration for sure. But at the end of the day, if you're getting next gen, you know what I mean, this is just holding this over. This is just kind of like this is just the, you know, the appetizer. This isn't the entree. The entree comes in a month, and that's when it's going to be crazy. And, well, hopefully the builds and everything they have sorted out by then, and the thresholds are good, and they don't have to change anything so that people don't waste money on builds. But listen, we know how it goes with 2K. Now, the last thing I want to mention about this patch, for those of you that are still watching, appreciate y'all sticking around all the way to the end of the video, is hopefully we get another patch soon to fix the ankle breakers if they really are not fixed. My fear is they just dropped a patch now. We might not get that ankle breaker patch until next gen is already out or about to be out, and by then it's kind of like too late because I feel like most people want to play the next gen as opposed to the current gen. But while we're waiting for next gen, can we get the ankle breakers patch so we can have some fun? But my fear is they just dropped a patch today. I don't know how fast they're going to be willing to drop another patch to fix ankle breakers, but like I said, I haven't tested it myself. Maybe people are wrong and the ankle breakers did get fixed and they just haven't gotten one yet. I'm not really sure, honestly. But if they did not fix it, my one fear is that they're not going to be able to put out another patch in time before next gen comes out, and we're basically never going to get to experience the fun of ankle breakers on 2K21. But listen, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know what y'all think about this patch, man. I'm loving it for this build in particular because when I originally made this build, I was expecting to be able to get these animations. So luckily, I just had to wait a couple weeks and now I can get them. But listen, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Patch 2 or 3 or 2.5, whatever y'all want to call it, man, is out. Go test it for yourself. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out. Peace.